Hello, everybody. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about sex and marriage and how they're two different things. So, here it is. So, both sex and marriage are different. God invented sex before marriage. See, when Adam and Eve were married, they had sex. They could have children in the Garden. This was after they were kicked out of the Garden of Eden because of sin. If you read the book of Genesis in the Old Testament, it doesn't say what the details of what they did because there was no bedroom, there was no pornography, there was no prostitute, there was none of these things existed back then. And this was 10,000 something millions of years ago. That was a long time ago. Correct me if I'm wrong on that in the comments below. But anyway, Adam and Eve were one. They were two when they were separate, but they became one in the body, in the flesh. And I believe they also became one in the spirit. But they didn't have a spirit like we have. God made Adam from the dust. Adam came from the dust. Not the spirit, because you can't make a spirit from the dust. The body, yes. And Adam and Eve came from Adam's rib. Does that mean all men come from the dust and all women come from the rib? No. That was just referring to Adam and Eve. The rest of us, we were made through our mother's womb. Adam and Eve were not born after through the mother's womb. They didn't have any parents. See, guys, you got to always pay attention to what you read in the Bible because the devil will try to twist it and get you to twist the word of God around. The devil has been doing this to attack God because he doesn't like what God has. You guys got to understand, God doesn't like the devil doesn't like God, angels don't like demons, demons don't like angels, good doesn't like evil, evil doesn't like good, heaven doesn't like hell, hell doesn't like heaven. They don't get along. And the devil is the one who started that with the sin. The devil can't do nothing but sin. But God can do everything except sin. You see a pattern going on here? One is different than the other because God stays the same. He doesn't change, which makes it so much better. I love that. The devil always changes because lies change. God's truth doesn't change. So you have one side. You have God's or the other one. And I don't know about you out there, especially Christians and Muslims and everybody else. I am a real Christian, and I'm going to tell you the truth how it is. The truth hurts, doesn't it? That's a good thing because you need to know it. I love you guys. I care about you. And yes, sex and marriage are two different things. But Adam and Eve were married. It doesn't specifically say those words in the Bible, but they were. God had Adam take care of Eve. Eve took care of Adam. It went both ways. They were equal opportunity relationship. It wasn't, well, husband, can you take care of me? You know, can you buy me this? Can you buy me that? No, it wasn't none of that. There was no money back then. Adam and Eve took care of each other in a garden. If they can do it, so can you. But now with all the technology and internet and clothes and everything we have today that they didn't have back then, we have more to take advantage of. That means we have more to use for ourselves and everybody else. Treat others the way you would treat yourself, with love and respect. And hold yourself accountable. Don't hold others accountable because you are a sinner too. But all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And thanks to Adam and Eve for messing it up like the rest of us, male and female, because they both were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. Let's tell the truth here. Lord, help me to tell the truth, God. Guys, Adam and Eve were not white, they were not black. Anybody needs to stop focusing on race and ethnicity. That's not what this is about. I'm going to get conversations and comments about it. No, Adam and Eve were not a race. They were one race, but the human race. They were made in God's image. Not in the spirit, they were in the body. If I find any comments about race, I'm going to have to block you because I'm not going to tolerate it or ban you from the comments. It's not about race. I'm not saying you're racist or anything. I'm just saying that not everything is about race. But you have some Christians and Hebrew Israelites and all these other guys today that claim they're Israelites, but they're not. Saying the opposite of what God taught. And that's a big no-no. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to twist the word of God around to suit your sin. I don't think so. Not on this channel. Not in my domain, not in this house, not in this channel, not in the comments. Because when you cross the comments, you come on my channel. I don't go on your YouTube channel and start anything. Don't come on mine. Don't be hypocritical, please. I'm not saying you're a hypocrite. I say don't be hypocritical. It's two different things. But you always have someone out there preaching prosperity gospel. Not on this channel. They call me Mr. Shoutout. I'll give you a shout out and credit and subscribers and views, but if you're being ugly, I'm not going to do it. Sorry. I'm not saying you're ugly. I'm just saying with your words, because your own words will condemn you when you talk. If you be ugly with your language, I'm not going to tolerate it. That means you're ugly like the devil himself. It's